Welcome to day 56 on the PCT. So I skipped quite a few days. I didn't record anything for PCT trail days. I just didn't feel like it fit, so just enjoyed my time. Got to meet some cool people. Darwin from Darwin on the Trail. I got to meet Kyle from Kyle Hates Hiking. That was awesome. Met a lot of gear vendors that I've been using their products for a long time, so that was cool. They had a lot of music, food. It's a good time, but it is smoky as hell this morning. It's so thick that the sun is like this bright orange color. You see it behind me there. Okay, there it is. It's about 70 degrees right now. Smoke is thick, but it's covering the sun, so it's a little cooler, which is nice. But we're about to cross a bridge of the gods into Oregon, or Washington, sorry, and start the last leg of our journey. Well, I keep saying our, I'm used to Jason being with me, but as you all know, Jason ended his hike here just a few days back, and I'll be continuing on Washington solo. I miss him. It's gonna feel weird hiking without him for a little while, but 505 miles left. I'm gonna do this in about 5 weeks is my plan. Then I'll get to go home and see him and see the girls and all my friends and family. So the sooner I get this done with, the sooner I'll meet up with them again. So this bridge is where all PCT hikers cross from Oregon into Washington. It's a really old bridge. There's no sidewalk for people to hike on, so you just gotta wait for cars to go by, scoot over as far as you can. When we get up here, the pavement ends and it's like a metal grate that you can see through to the water down below. And it's kind of freaky. Should be fun to cross though. Woo! All right, that's weird. That is a long ways down. I don't like that feeling. I know I'm on solid ground, but oh boy. Look at that view though. There's the island where we were all camping. You can still see a tent set up over there. Still quite a few people that haven't woke up yet. Finally into Washington, saying goodbye to Oregon for the next 5 weeks. I can't believe I made it this far. 433 miles we hiked to get here. We made it. Or I made it. I gotta stop saying that. US-Canada border, 506.1 miles. Take a couple days. Tops. Easy. Today's goal for mileage, the goal for every day honestly, from this point forward, is 18.5 to 20 miles. That also comes with an average elevation gain of about 3,300 feet a day, at least for the next 8 days, all the way to White Pass. It's a lot steeper in Washington, 100,000 feet of elevation gain instead of 75,000-ish feet from Oregon. It's gonna be harder to pull off those high mileage days for me just because of the elevation, but I have to do it if I want to make it to Canada before the snow hits and before my permit expires. Today, I'm expecting that it could be kind of tough because I've had 5 days off, so getting back in the swing of things takes a minute. Regardless, that's what I'm doing today. 18.5 miles. I'm also going 8 days straight without any days off to get to White Pass. I'm meeting my friend Michaela there. She's coming up again to visit. I'm gonna make sure I'm at White Pass on the day we agreed to. Whatever it takes to make that happen, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I keep doing that to myself. I keep making plans and then saying I'm not gonna do it again. It's kind of good in a way too. It gives me a goal to aim for, you know, a little motivation, like I have to do this many miles a day or I'm not gonna make it. So in a way it's good. In another way, what am I doing to myself? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm wearing this new sun hoodie. I don't know if you've heard of Darwin on the Trail. He's a YouTuber, does a lot of hiking, really popular. He has his own gear company now called Evolved Gear. And this is one of the products he just came out with the day that he came to trail days. So I picked one up. I replaced my other sun hoodie with this. And so far, it's very comfortable. I like it a lot better than the other one I had already. It's just lighter weight. It shouldn't smell so bad either, hopefully. Thank you to Darwin for coming up with it. So far, so good, man. Time to take a break, get some water. I've gone about 7 miles so far, and it is 76 degrees. It's not as warm as it could be thanks to the smoke, but I'm still sweating pretty good, so make sure I stay hydrated. I'm gonna take a little break here and get some snacks, some rest, some water, maybe take an Advil. I can tell it's been 5 days since I've been on trail. I can I can feel it. This is the Far Out app I've been using. It shows the elevation that I'm gonna climb today. You can see on the left here was where I started at pretty much sea level, and then I'm the red arrow in the circle there. So I've gone up about 1,800 feet of elevation already, 7.2 miles. You can see I've got quite a bit of elevation left. A total of 4,704 feet of elevation today, over 18.8 miles. That'll be the most elevation I've climbed in a day on the trail so far. Elevation wise, that's a lot. It's been 4 hours, I've gone 7.2 miles, so yeah, that's where we're at. I've gone about 10.5 miles so far. It's about 2,300 feet of elevation. Look how smoky it is out there. That is crazy. I've got 9 miles left roughly, or 8.5 miles. I'm assuming I'm going up there somewhere. I still have a couple thousand feet of elevation to go. I'm actually feeling pretty good, better than I expected, so that's good. I must finally be getting in shape for this whole thing. It's only taken me 2 months. I know there's a good view out there somewhere. Just can't see it. Man, it's so thick. Fifteen and a half miles in. Got 4 miles left to go. And climbed 4,700 feet, almost 4,800 feet of elevation today, which is crazy. My feet are feeling it, but it was actually easier than I expected it to be. Seeing how this was my first day back after 5 days off, I thought this would be rough, but it hasn't been that bad. The rest of the mileage today is downhill, so I don't have to worry about any more uphill. 4 easy miles down to Rock Creek. I'm down to less than a half liter of water, so I have to make it to water today. I drink a lot of water. I probably should have looked at my map a little closer and realized that the next watering refill was so far away. So I've been rationing this last liter of water for about an hour and a half now. And a little less than half of it left. I'm fine. I'm a little thirsty. Mouth is dry, but I'm not dying of thirst. So I'll make sure I rehydrate a lot when I get to that stream tonight. But yeah, still super smoky. I'm bummed out because right over there's supposedly a great view of Mount St. Helens. But I might as well be looking into a cloud right now. I can't see anything. So you can see it's just white, just smoke. Supposedly Mount St. Helens is out there somewhere. So I'm a little bummed out about that. I've actually climbed Mount St. Helens 4 times. Attempted 4 times, summited twice. But anyways, it'd be cool to see it from here. Maybe tomorrow. Fingers crossed. made it. Got my tent set up. There's a stream right down there. I'm exhausted and thirsty. I ran out of water right before I got here. So I filled up a few water bottles. I'm about to filter and drink some water, cook some dinner, and then I'm gonna go to bed. It was 19.6 miles today, roughly 4,800 feet of elevation gain. It's my biggest day ever. I should sleep good tonight. I'll check with you guys in the morning. Good night.
Good morning. I just woke up 7:30. I went to bed at 8:30, so I slept 11 hours. I needed it. Boy, I feel it. I'm sore right up here in my shoulders, my neck. I'm gonna get everything put away, get ready, eat some breakfast, and then head out. Another 19 miles and 4,300 feet of elevation today. So I got this. No problem.
Welcome to day 57 on the PCT. It is a beautiful morning. I was a little slow getting out of bed, but I needed the rest. And now, another 19-mile day. It's beautiful out here, though. It reminds me of a rainforest. The vegetation through here is thick, very green. There's a lot of water around. It's really cool looking. Just had to stop because I'm starting to get into some more old growth forest. Some giant trees. I know I always freak out about the big trees, but just look at how big those are. So I'm not a huge fan of heights, but I am standing on the edge of a super steep cliff, hundreds of feet down. Got another big bridge here. This is probably one of the biggest rivers I've seen so far, though. This thing's wide and deep. It's kind of a cool bridge. So I just hiked in here to Panther Creek Campground. There's some trail magic set up. They're gonna give food away. These other hikers invited me to camp here, and so I'm about to set my tent up. And I don't have to pay a fee or anything, and it worked out pretty good. So this is where I'm calling it quits for the night. 17.5 miles today, not too bad. I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 58 on the PCT. It's a beautiful morning. I got a very late start. It's about 9 o'clock, but there's a reason for that. Because there's some wonderful trail angels at the campground I stayed at last night that cooked breakfast for everybody. So, of course, I had to stay and eat that. I mean, you can't pass up free food, especially on the trail. Plus, I knew I would need my energy today because today is going to be My biggest day ever as far as elevation. So the goal is 18 and a half miles today. And over that 18 and a half miles, we're looking at nearly 5,000 feet of elevation gain. The first 10 miles today are straight uphill. I don't know what the temperature is supposed to get to today, but hopefully this breeze stays around and it stays in the low 70s at the highest. Because otherwise, climbing up all that elevation in 80-degree weather is gonna suck. So that might be the biggest tree I've seen on the entire trip so far. That is huge. I'm glad all the smoke is finally cleared out, because these are some amazing views here. And I just stumbled across this. Way over there in the distance, you can see Mount Hood. Just barely. It's kind of covered by the clouds, but it's a long ways away. We were just over there a couple of weeks ago. I miss hiking with Jason. I enjoy being in the woods by myself too. I've always been that type of person. Don't mind being a loner from time to time, but after spending a month, well, more than almost 2 months on the trail with him, it just starting to feel a little quiet, a little empty without him here, cracking jokes and being his usual entertaining self. But that's something I'm going to treasure for the rest of my life, that experience that I got to have with my son on the trail. It was a lot of fun. Made some really good memories. And Jason, if you're watching this, I miss you, bud. I wish you were here, but I'm gonna finish this for both of us, all right? But yeah, feeling a little lonely right now. But I'll push through it. I'll be all right. Just another day on the trail. Just focus on the pain in my feet and my shoulders and my breathing, and I'll get through it. It's about 1:30 and my wish came true. It's been nice and cool this whole time. It's only 61 degrees outside right now, which is beautiful for hiking. It's overcast right now. That helps a lot. There's a slight breeze, and this elevation helps too. I'm up around 4,000 or 5,000 feet above sea level. That's making this elevation a lot easier to handle, because this is a lot. I've already gone about 3,500 feet of elevation today in about, I don't know, 8.5, 9 miles. That's a lot. I mean, it's fairly flat right now. I still have another 500 feet or so to go to get to the top. So somewhere up ahead, there's got to be a hill. I just can't see it through these trees. Finally able to see Mount Adams. Right over there. I climbed that last year with my friends Allison and her husband Ian. It's always cool to see it whenever I'm on trail. Good memories. So starting to follow what looks like another lava field here. Just kind of like over at Sisters. And there's even a little cave down there. Can't really see too deep inside of it, but hopefully I don't have to walk over any of it again. That's not fun stuff to walk on. So a fellow hiker passed by me earlier, and I was just informed that there's more trail magic up ahead in about 2.5 miles or less. That would be awesome. I would love to have some trail magic right now. That would be 2 days in a row. Hopefully it's not picked over like the one last night was. I still appreciated it. It still had a cupcake and a Coke, but most of the stuff was pretty much gone when I got there. It's just making me hungry thinking about it. I'm gonna hurry up and get up here, hopefully in an hour, and it'll still be there. I'm gonna say it's gonna be there. I'm gonna stay positive. Good morning. Welcome to day 59 on the PCT. Sorry I disappeared last night. There was trail magic, and I was so excited to meet all the people and eat all the food that I totally forgot to finish recording for the day. I stopped a little short of 18.5 miles, but they were making breakfast this morning, so everyone stayed the night here. And I'm glad I stayed. It was worth it. It was amazing. Thank you so much to those trail angels. I'm getting a later start again. It's about 9:11 right now. It's 58 degrees. It is beautiful, perfect weather for hiking in. And today I have to make up the miles that I didn't do yesterday. So I'm looking at about 21 miles, somewhere around there. But thankfully today there's only 3,000 feet of elevation gain. So that'll be nice. My plan right now is to camp at a place called Mosquito Creek tonight. And then 10 miles down the trail tomorrow, there's a shuttle that stops by 4 times a day on a forest road, picks up the hikers, takes them to Trout Lake, and also brings them back. So that's the plan, is to get there early tomorrow, get one of the early pickups so I can get into town, do everything I need to do, and then get back out on trail and hike another 8.5 miles to finish the day. That is a big mushroom. I don't know what kind of mushroom it is, but there's my hand. Pretty much the size of the palm of my hand. Pretty cool. Wow, so I take that back. This is the biggest one I've seen. That's way bigger. That one's the size of my hand. Jeez. These are some big mushrooms. If anyone knows what kind of mushroom this is, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know if I can eat them. That's about 10:45. Very overcast, as you can see. And I just felt a raindrop. Could have some cold rain. Temperature right now is 56.8 degrees. So it's chilly. Add some rain with that. It could be very cold. So way up there on top of that hill, see a little building right up there? I think it's a fire lookout tower. Can't really see. I'm gonna zoom in. It's gonna get really blurry, but yeah, it's gotta be a fire lookout tower. It is dark and cloudy today. I'll tell you what. But I'm loving it. It's nice and cool. I wish it was like this every day. I just missed a rain shower through here. See how wet everything is out on the ground. Had to have been really recent. It rained pretty good, it looks like. The ground is wet, sopping wet. Got a really good view of Mount Adams today. Just came up the hill and saw that. It's so cool. And when I climbed it, came up the right hand side, up that snowy slope, and then all the way up to the top. It is quite the hike. I think it's like 6,500 feet of elevation gain and a 14-mile round hike. Took us 17.5 hours to complete it in one day. I can't wait to do it again, especially after I got my trail legs right now. I think I could do that way faster. I'll have to see. If I get back in time, I possibly plan on climbing South Sister with my friend Allison. If that doesn't work out, then I'm gonna go back and try Mount Adams again. I have to. It's calling my name. It's lunchtime. Gone 7.5 miles in 3.5 hours. I'm at this lake. It's called Blue Lake. And way on the deep side, it is very blue. I can see why they call it that. It's very pretty. Right now, I'm just gonna stop and eat and rest for about maybe 45 minutes, an hour, and then continue on another 13.5 miles. It's 64, but the wind coming off the lake makes it feel a little bit chillier. Plus I'm sweaty, so it's kind of cold. I might put a jacket on here in a little bit. So far I'm enjoying Washington. Looks just like Oregon, but 4 o'clock. And I've gone 11.5 miles. Means I've got 9.8 miles, roughly 10 miles to go until camp. It could take 5 hours. That would put me at 9 o'clock tonight. I don't really want to hike that long in the dark, but if I got to, I've got to. I passed a park ranger today. She told us to keep in mind that there are a lot of bears and a lot of cougars in this area. So I don't really feel comfortable walking alone while it's dark. Dusk and dawn are when cougars like to hunt, from what I'm told. Maybe I'm being paranoid. I'm sure I'll be fine. We'll see what happens. You'll be the first to know. Another view of Mount Adams. It's a little smoky now. Can't see it too well, but the clouds are gone. Just past more trail magic. What are the odds? It's 7 o'clock and I'm about 17.5 miles in right now. And come up on a forest road and there's a big tarp set up and they're serving tacos. 3 days in a row. What are the odds? And I'm not complaining one bit. They were gonna make hash browns and breakfast in the morning, but I can't afford to fall for that trap again. That's what happened to me last night. And I'm trying to make up miles for it now. Still have 4 miles to go to hit 21 and make up for the miles I lost yesterday. So hopefully I can get there by 8:30, 9 o'clock at the latest. There's a few other people that are camping there tonight, so since I'm by myself now, I feel a little bit better staying with groups of people. Safety in numbers kind of thing, you know, with all the bears and cougars. It's a 8:15. It's getting kind of dark, as you can see, but I am about 0.7 miles from camp. I'm making really good time. Just wanted to let y'all know, I just broke my personal best distance record today. I'm officially over 20 miles, and my personal best before this was 19.6 miles. So by the time I get to camp, I get 21 miles, it'll be my personal best, and yeah, I'm proud of myself. That may not be much to other people, but for me, that's a lot. It's amazing to see how much progress I've made in just the last couple months, going from 10 miles a day to now 20. Doubled my distance, and I'm feeling good. What are your goals? I bet you could reach them. Just got to get out there and work hard at it. Welcome to day 60 on the PCT. 2 months officially. 7:30 in the morning. I got an early start. I've got 10 miles to go to Forest Road 23, where there's a shuttle that takes me to Trout Lake. That's where I'm gonna do my next resupply, shower, laundry, all that stuff. I have to go fast to get there because I did wake up a little later than I planned. I wanted to get on the trail by 7, but you know, it is what it is. The plan is to go 10 miles to get to the shuttle that'll take me to Trout Lake, resupply there, do what I need, get the shuttle back out to the trailhead, and then continue on another 9 miles. And by the way, I didn't film anything last night when I got into camp because it was dark and there was about 6 other tents there. Everyone was already sleeping, so I didn't think walking around talking to myself would be a good impression. But I did 21.6 miles yesterday. That's my personal best. And yeah, I'm very proud of myself. So now that I broke that barrier, the next one is 25 miles in a day. I don't know when that'll happen. Washington is brutal with elevation, but that's my next one, so we'll see what happens. All right, you guys missed a lot. It's my fault. So I made it to the shuttle pickup right about 11:15 today. I've clocked just about 10.5 miles. I went into Trout Lake, resupplied food, showered, wasn't able to get laundry done, but ate some food, and then just got dropped off at the place I was picked up this morning. It's about 5:30 right now, and I've got roughly 2.5 hours, 3 hours before it starts getting really dark. So I'm gonna hike as far as I can, hopefully at least 6 miles. It's gonna be about 2,000 feet of elevation gain if I do 6 miles or more, but I'd like to at least finish at 16.5, 17 miles today. It's a little short of my goal, but better than nothing. So yeah, I didn't film anything in Trout Lake. It's just a small city, not much to see. A good place to resupply though. And if you're wondering why my face is all red, I've been dealing with really dry skin. I don't know if it's eczema or psoriasis or whatever. I've never had a problem with it this bad until I got on the trail and couldn't shower every day and Probably the food I'm eating doesn't help, but yeah, so it's not fun to look at. It's not fun to have either. It burns and itches, but in case you were wondering, that's what it is. I'm faced with a problem. Definitely don't want to camp in a burn scar like I'm in right now. It's dangerous. Trees can fall over, branches can fall very easily. Avoid camping in burn scars. You've heard me say it before. The only problem is the next campsite that's outside the burn scar is another 6 miles from here. And that would take me, with this elevation gain, probably 3 hours. And that would put me at 9:30 at night, which is dark. I don't want to hike in the dark. And I was hoping to get to bed a little early today so I could wake up early and beat the heat. So I don't really know what to do. I've got some decision making and some risk assessing to do. You can see Mount Adams through the trees there, way up there. See that? It's not as smoky getting closer up here, but yeah, one giant burn scar for a long ways in all directions. So you can see up further ahead where I'm heading, way off in the distance, more burn. Found a campsite for the night. I don't think anybody's here. Wow. Yeah, it's empty. Got it all to myself here. Nice open meadow area. Plenty of space away from trees. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna get set up, cook some food, because yeah, I'm hungry again, even though I ate a lot in Trout Lake. Always hungry on trail. This looks like a good spot right here. Think it's far enough away from those trees right here? Whew. I think so. Yeah. Maybe I'll go out here. Spot right here. Nothing can hit me here. All right. Perfect. Hello, slow burn.
I missed the water.
I didn't see it either. Do you have enough?
Gotta hike up. Is there any around here?
I haven't seen any. Do you need some? I've got extra.
We've got half a liter, and there's a meadow 3.5 from the last spot.
Okay, it's up to you. I could spare a liter.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you at the trail.
All right. Safe travels up there. deer just walked up out of nowhere. Started grazing. Look at that. There's 3 of them. There's a mom and two babies. Hey, how's it going? She's not scared of me at all. Hey, hi. What you doing, Mama? There's one little baby. There's another one here somewhere. What are you doing? You're not afraid of me? Huh? That's good. What? You're making me a little nervous, to be honest with you. Kind of close there. That's cool though, I guess. Yeah, that's ones I would have eaten too. Those are tasty ones. You just help yourself. Don't worry. Oh, look at that little guy right there. So cute. Mom, what are you doing? This is a stranger. This one's scared, but the mom is not at all. There's the other little baby. Oh. Hey. That's crazy. They're like 10 feet away from my tent, and they're not afraid of me at all. They must be used to people. So cool. All right, well, I'm going to start my stove up. It's probably going to scare you guys. All right. Well, you enjoy your dinner. I'm going to enjoy mine. I'll see you later.